Jerry Nard.
If you're heading down to Mustang Week, Texas, come hang out with Daily Automotive and myself. We are hosting the first ever 4th generation Mustang Week. So New Edge guys, SN95 guys, come on, hang out. We are meeting up at 11 o'clock at Kima Boardwalk. And we're going to roll out to the Moody Gardens event on April 17th down at Mustang Week. What's going on, my people? Welcome to the SN95 Power channel. So today we got something for y'all. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm ranking. Not actually like ranking from least to favorite, but I'm sharing 10 of my favorite intake manifolds ever used on the SN95 Mustang. Pushrod, mod motors, that's what I'm talking about here. No particular order. I just want to rephrase that. Just intake manifolds I love for their design, performance, history, or the way they just changed the game. So let's get into it. First up, the 1996 Cobra intake manifold. This is Ford's first real dual overhead cam performance manifold for the Mustang. It's a high revving piece from the factory. The four valve Cobra motors naturally love high RPMs. And this intake leans into that. It's designed with longer runners because of the massive 4-valve port size. The results was the opposite of what you would see on a pushrod 5.0. This intake made great top end power while giving up some low end torque. That's why 96 to 98 Cobras feel a little soft under 3,500 RPM, but once they hit that upper RPM band, this intake really screams. It's an iconic look. It sounds incredible, and it really helped establish the 4-valve identity in these SN95 Mustangs. Up next, the 1999 Cobra intake manifold. Now, the 1999 Cobra intake manifold, this is where Ford, quote, corrected the biggest complaint about their 96 through 98 Cobra cars. They redesigned the runners and reshaped the ports to bring some of that low-end torque back while keeping the high RPM capability of the 4-valve platform is known for. The 99 intake gave better mid-range, better throttle response, and a much stronger pull under 3,000 RPM. And this design was so efficient that it carried on into the 2001 Cobra and the Mach 1. Now, if you want a 4-valve intake that feels good in real-world driving, this is the intake that you would want. Up next is a fan favorite. This is the Tubular GT40 intake manifold. Now, this is pure nostalgia for these pushrod motors. The Tubular GT40 intake manifold. Ask any 5.0 guy what the sexiest intake ever made for the pushrod Mustang, and it's probably going to point you right here to this tubular intake manifold. The design is an iconic look. The performance is solid. And back in the day, if you saw a Tubular GT40 intake under the hood, you knew that this car wasn't stock. This intake isn't just performance, it's a statement piece. Up next, the P51 intake manifold for the 4.6 2-valve. Now, the P51 intake is one of those rare, almost forgotten 2-valve intakes. It wasn't made very long, it wasn't mass produced, but when you saw one, you paid attention. This intake wakes up the mid and top end of a Piat car and gives that 2-valve the much deeper breathing capability. Now, this intake is not for all enthusiasts, but whoever had one of these intakes swear by them. Now, they are really meant for high RPM performance. Up next, the Edelbrock Victor Jr. 5.0 intake manifold. Now, back to the pushrod world. The Victor Jr. intake is a race-bred intake for high RPM power. Unlike the Performer intake or even the street track heat intakes, the Victor Jr. is meant to make power well into the mid-range and high RPM range. When you see this intake, you know the car is probably cammed up, big heads, and a gear. And whoever has this intake is not afraid to spin their pushrod motor to over 6,000 RPM. So we're halfway down this list, and I've actually owned 3 of these intake manifolds on this list. I've owned the B-head Cobra intake manifold. I've owned the C-head Cobra intake manifold. You're gonna have to hold on to the end of this video for me to reveal which is my favorite intake manifold out of this list. But let's get back to it. All right, coming in at number 6, we have an aftermarket intake, the Trick Flow 4.6 Street Burner intake manifold. The Trick Flow Street Burner for the 4.6 2-valve is one of the few true aftermarket performance intakes ever made for this motor. Ford didn't give the 2-valve a lot of aftermarket love, but Trick Flow really stepped up. This intake improves throttle response, increases top end power, and give 2-valve guys something that actually performs and looks good. Up next, probably the newest player to the game is the Holley High Ram intake manifold. So I know what y'all are saying. Hey man, this intake isn't for a small block Ford or 4.6, but it is. And let me give you a couple examples why. So the Holley High Ram is just ridiculous in the best way. This intake is for high horsepower builds, high RPMs, whether it's big boosts, turbos, or anything that lives in the high RPM where airflow is over everything. It sits tall, it looks insane, and it has the performance to back it up. Is it street friendly? Yeah, it depends. Is it awesome? Absolutely. All right, next on the list, this is a throwback favorite. Professional Products Typhoon intake for the 4.6 2-valve Mustang. Now, this one is a little different. The Typhoon intake is almost like the 2-valve version of the Edelbrock Performer. Affordable, simple, and surprisingly effective for a bolt-on. It's not a max effort intake, but for budget-minded 2-valve owners wanting to step up from the plastic PI intake, the Typhoon was a clean option that actually made some modest gains. Oh, up next on the list is the tried and true Ford Explorer GT40 intake manifold. So whenever you say this, make sure you say Ford Explorer GT40 intake manifold, because if you don't, the GT40 police will come busting in your door and arrest you. The GT40 intake is the budget king of pushrod SN95 fans. It flows better than the stock HO intake. It looks clean. And at one point in time, you can find those things over the junkyard all the time. Most 5.0 guys either ran one, knew someone who ran one, or just had one sitting in their garage somewhere just waiting to bolt one on. It's not flashy, but it's reliable, effective, and it really became part of the SN95 DNA. All right, drum roll, please. Last on the list, the 2000 Cobra R intake manifold. Now, to finish off this list, we're going to end it with the big dog, the 2000 Cobra R intake manifold. This is the holy grail of modular intake manifolds, designed for the 5.4 dual overhead cam engine that was powered by one of the most insane factory Mustangs ever made. Long runners, big plenum volume, and a design that screamed racing program. Most people will never see one in person, but when you talk about iconic Mustang intakes, this one absolutely belongs on the list. All right, so that's my list of 10 intake manifolds that help shape SN95 history in no particular order, no best to worst, just pieces of Mustang culture that I think deserve some love. So I told you on the top half of the list, I had 3 of those intake manifolds. Bottom half of this list, I did not own any of those intake manifolds, but I can say by far my favorite intake manifold design by Ford is the B-head Cobra intake manifold. That, gosh, I mean, come on now. Like when you first saw the early SN95 Cobras and you saw that intake manifold, that was the car that you wanted. Like that was it. That was the motor that you wanted. That established the 4-valve platform. You know, if they would have had some janky looking, 4-valve intake manifold, kind of like how the Coyote intake manifold looks. I think that stock manifold looks horrendous, but they came out with a classic masterpiece of a design. And I still feel 2-valve, not 2-valve, but 4-valve B heads, they don't get the love that they deserve. I've always said that I wanted to build a big turbo B head, like all out drag race car, just spinning the damn things like 7,200 RPM or something like that. But that's my like #1 favorite intake manifold for these SN95 cars. What's yours favorite intake manifold of all time? I would say that the next intake manifold on the list would probably be the 5.4 2000 Cobra R intake manifold. That's another iconic look intake manifold that, if you set them next to any of these other intake manifolds that's available nowadays, it's going to stand out. But that's my top 2. I would love to hear how you would rank your intake manifolds. I know I didn't include a lot of prototype intake manifolds. I know there's a lot of other pushrod intake manifolds I didn't include, and even my motor intake manifolds like the Sullivan and Fox Lake. There's some other ones that I didn't name, but this is my list. I would love to hear your list and what you think. So I appreciate y'all rocking me on this long video. Until next time, God bless.